Welcome back to Pakistan TV with me, Ghanwa Muhyiddin, where we're discussing the very important seminar going on about the Indus Waters Treaty. And to discuss that further, we have been joined by Dr. Auqaab Alizai, who is a geostrategic expert, to tell us more. How strong is Pakistan's legal position under international law regarding the Indus Waters Treaty that India is trying to hold in abeyance?
There is no such thing as unilateral suspension or abeyance. India is using words that are not within the treaty at all. It cannot suspend or put into abeyance anything within the treaty without consulting Pakistan. That is an essential part of the treaty. So there is no legal justification in international law as far as India is concerned. I think we've talked about this. I've been watching the news, and there's no debate about the legality because it's absolutely illegal under international law. What matters is the implication on this. The implications of India going ahead and unilaterally suspending a treaty goes against all norms, and that has a long-term and precedence. It's setting a precedence for other countries who may be upper riparian to the disadvantage of lower riparian countries. And that kind of convolutes the whole idea of international law. It sets a precedence which is a negative precedence. And what matters here is that many other countries would look at this case to indicate if they want to take advantage of a particular treaty or they want to renegotiate a treaty to the detriment of other countries, they may go ahead saying India did this because the international community is not doing enough about this. This is why this particular seminar that is taking place in Pakistan is essential to highlight the significance globally and regionally. Firstly, regionally and globally, the impact it can have on international law. And this is where we need to put the brakes on India, essentially, to take participation from the original participants within the treaty, like the United Kingdom and other countries, and the World Bank. Now, how are we going to enforce that? That's where the problem lies. India is a much larger economy than it was when the treaty was signed on the 1960. But the problem here is it's not about the size of the economy, it's about obligation and commitment to a treaty. And this would also undermine, I don't think India is realizing, undermine their other treaty obligations. When they go ahead, sign a treaty for a long-term treaty, maybe bilateral or multilateral, and then go about changing things to the detriment of other countries. It completely undermines their own position when it comes to other countries as well. So other countries, no doubt, will be questioning the credibility of India, especially under the current government, under Modi. Right. Modi has been using this idea of India, the Indus Waters Treaty, as a weapon against Pakistan to foment further control over Pakistan's resources, for example, so they can take advantage of Pakistan's conditions here right now to introduce new hydroelectric dams.
Issue in South Asia and cause a wider conflict. How do you see this?
Well, water security is already a big issue. Pakistan and India, by the way, northern India, both of them are some of the most water-stressed countries in the world, especially Pakistan. And this is where India feels that it's going to put the key, as you say, the chabi on Pakistan, but that can lead to very disastrous effects. If they try to starve Pakistan of water, our agriculture will be affected, our industry will be affected, the demographics demand further construction of resources for ourselves. And we have to look on a long-term basis. Water may not directly cause war, I don't think, but what it can do, it could be a factor that can enable a crisis situation that occurs or worse.
Thank you so much for your time, Dr. Auqaab Alizai, who is a geostrategic expert, for giving us your time.